Okay, my name is Farhan. I'm going to tell about or yeah, tell about my understanding about the discourse analysis and pragmatics. Uh, the first is the difference between pragmatics and discourse analysis. Actually, both of them is the same thing that discuss context about the context of the sentence, uh, and then but there are different between them, and the difference is in discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is its emphasis or in discourse analysis is more about the structure of the sentence or the text. For example, when the how the how the structure of the conversation in exchange, like on how the first speaker is influence the next speaker response. For example, the the Victorian Queen's speech that she said that we are not amused, and it is actually the response from the someone's joke, and then after the queen said that uh, actually the someone that who's telling the joke would actually apologize to the queen because there is not amuse the queen, and that's how the example. uh, so actually we examines the structure uh, of the conversation, and then but in the pragmatics, we talk about the socio-cultural cultural that, for example, on how the queen speak to the guard is and uh, and the guard speak to the queen, and why they do that because if we see the from social cultural perspective, uh, it is because the social distance between them, and of course the guard must being polite to the queens on how he speak, and then queens have the way have his her own way on her speech to the guard, and that's have been the social cultural. And then what's the different focus on syntax, semantics, and pragmatics? On syntax, for example, on syntax, we're gonna study about the structure of the text. uh, for example, we are not amused, we uh, will consider as the noun praise, and then are is the auxiliary, and then not is the negative marker, and then amuse is a adjective. So we really examines the structure of the text, that also include grammar, uh, and it is out of context, uh, and then on semantics, we will discuss about the how we gonna uh, study how we gonna examine the the meaning of the text themselves. uh, for example or as in the dictionary. For example, like we are not amused, we will consider as the person that who speak, and then are considered as state, and then amuse will consider as the feeling that the speakers feel. And in the pragmatics, as I said before, it is about the contextual of the text. And then context and context. Context is the study about the sentence or text beyond the text itself. For example, we're gonna take from the social cultural perspective, or the cultural background, yeah, and others. And context is actually the text uh, that helps the text to be more short and effective, from my understanding. Because for example, like uh, y- uh, uh, Frederica and Andy are taking taking a long way trip, and they gonna feel tired. They is considered as cortex that make the sentence more effective. And then in speak X theory, it is about while uh, while we doing something, while we saying something, we also doing the action that we saying. For example, I'm going uh to take a bath, while while I while I'm on the way to take to the bedroom. But there is a limitation, for example, like in social, like from social cultural development of language. Like so there you go. You know what, that is so hard to classify that as the expression, or a state or a question, because it is actually just a filler to make the speech not become boring, and make the speaker comfortable. Yeah, that's from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.